Adi, how we all doing? We're here on a Thursday, a day later than usual, but yesterday I think OP scans dropped a little later and didn't quite work with my schedule, but TCB is out now, so we could check their translation out, and 1088 is out. And I've heard some great things. I've been kind of spoiled. I think pretty much it's been insinuated that Garp's gonna lose. I don't know how it happened, but I feel like that was kind of already expected. Based off of what we saw last chapter. Outside of that, I don't have any information on the chapter, but I've heard great things. I saw the chapter when the spoilers came out had a fuck ton of awards given on Reddit, and the main chapter post has gone like on the popular page of Reddit, so must be a good chapter. I saw my guy Teddy was gassing it up on Twitter as well, so I take his word for it. But how we all doing? You are not late, Nigel. You're good. I just started. Kuya, Hawaiian, what's good? Magma Jaeger, Tiny Guy, Bax. How's everybody doing? I believe there is this, unfortunately, a break after this chapter potentially. It's either this chapter or the next one, but there's a couple of breaks coming because there's a jump break in between here somewhere as well. But I'm excited for this chapter, man. Thursdays are good days. Teddy always gas things up. I'm not sure about that. He's actually pretty reserved depending on the chapter. So when he really likes a chapter, I take his word for it. Going to Thailand next week. That's fire. How long you going for? Going to Bangkok or somewhere else? I went to Thailand when I was like 5, so I don't really remember much outside of like an alligator show that's been like imprinted in my head. But besides that, I really don't remember anything from Thailand. Bangkok and fuck it. Love the names of the cities. That's cool, man. Have fun out there. Have a break after this chapter. Flying to Dubai. Look, people traveling everywhere, bro. Love to see it. Travel is good for the soul, man. With that being said, we're right on time. Not gonna waste too much time. We're gonna get right into the chapter here. And this time I'm not gonna forget this. Even though you can't see too much action, you at least have an idea of where I'm at. Right? There you go. And off rip, we're gonna put a little dramatic music, because I think gonna have some pretty serious shit go down. So we have the One Piece chapter 1088. I believe it was called The Final Lesson. But before we get to that, we have the Shonen Jump cover, which got leaked early on. Luffy on the cover. The live action, we've talked about the live action a little bit, but it looks like they're promoting it on Netflix here, coming out soon, so soon. August 31st, right around the corner. It's actually crazy how quick it's coming up. A trailer might be dropping soon. I saw Netflix on Twitter was like hinting like a trailer might be coming soon, so I'm excited for that. There's been some leaked images of like Luffy's cheek stretching, which looks good, but also it's like kind of uncanny because like just like Luffy like stretching like that in real life, it works in anime and like manga, but like in live action and real life, it just feels a little you know. So that was a little weird to see, but I'm excited for the live action and hopeful to see where it goes. That being said, let's get to the greatness that is the manga. We got a double page color spread, some old school. Okay, look at this. Okay, so it's a Tomorrow Studio X Netflix, kind of a callback to the East Blue Saga, which is going to be getting covered in the live action. Cool to see it covering the recent chapter as well. That's awesome. All right, though, here we go. The Final Lesson. We are at the former Navy HQ. So this was a while back. We're in flashback mode right away. Last time, of course, we found out about the truth behind Aokiji and Garp. Hold on, this music don't feel quite right. We're gonna put back on a lo-fi for now. But yeah, we actually found that out. It was really quick. I wish it was something that was built up more, because there's some like real emotional tones in this fight given their relationship. But because we found out about it so quick last chapter, and it was like such a quick flashback, it doesn't really hit as hard, at least for me personally. Whereas like if you really set up that story of like, this is like, you know, he was his mentor, the guy he looked up to, and now he's betrayed and he's on the other side. If you really built that up, I feel like you could have hit it on the emotional strings a little more. But maybe we'll get some more information here. Lesson 1. A baby and an old man are stranded on an island full of fierce beasts. You're on a boat that can hold a maximum of 2. What do you do? A baby and an old man, island full of beasts. You're on a boat. I don't know, bro. You're gonna give it up, right? I guess you gotta give up your spot. And there's Kobe. I get off. Yeah, that's what he says. I get off on the boat myself. That way, both of the victims can use it. No, you dunce. That's wrong. You should abandon the half. Okay, Garp. Garp with the Garp with the cold-blooded response. Okay, I like it though. I like it. It doesn't seem like Kobe learned his lesson at all. Of course, last chapter, if you saw my reaction, I was very pissed at Kobe for being the classic trophy of like, oh my god, a victim, I gotta save it, and then the mentor's gotta come in and sacrifice himself because the mentee's being an absolute dumbass. Doesn't look like he learned his lesson though. Does it take Garp dying for him to learn his lesson? Hopefully not. But I hope he fucking learned something from this, man, because I can't believe we got gypped out of a Garp Aokiji fight like that. Of course, the other people are like, Vice Admiral, what are you saying? Why the hell did you become Marines? To safeguard the future, right? Okay, so a little message here of what he's doing for Kobe. Well, you should keep that in mind because you all have more ahead of you than some old fossil. Take the baby and live on. Ooh, you know, this is interesting because obviously this is a clear message for what is happening in real time at Pirate Island, with Garp giving himself up for the future of the Marines, of what he sees in Kobe. But if he's always had this belief, I wonder if it has something to do with the God Valley. You know, was he involved with Shanks? Did he see other kids involved with the Celestial Dragons, and that's why he stepped in, right? Like, now we know more about Garp's ideology. It kind of makes you think about the things he's gone through in the past and the past events and stuff like that. And it also connects to obviously him taking on Ace for Roger, and you know what Roger clearly saw in Garp, in that he cares about the future generation. Don't ever give a lecture like that again. All lives are equal. All lives matter. But the potential of youth is limitless. A few weeks ago at Amazon Lily, the Isle of Women. Okay, now we're going to Amazon Lily. This is unbearable, Vice Admiral. Even if he is an emperor, are we meant to sit back and watch while he takes our fellow officers just because we don't have permission to engage? Help, who knows what the hell they'll do to us back on Pirate Island. Okay, so this is Amazon Lily. They're talking to Vice... Huh. Oh, man, okay. So it looks like... Yeah. So it looks like they gave up... At Amazon Lily, after Rayleigh intervened, they gave up these Marines to Blackbeard. But obviously Kobe's gonna step up here and be like, nah, I'm gonna go with them or some shit. What'd you want, hero? You ready to start an all-out war? Captain Kobe. He's with Sword. Okay, so a lot of people knows this shit. If I take their place, would you be willing to release this battleship and all 800 of the Marines you've captured? Captain Kobe, you do that? You think a lot of yourself, don't you? Okay, so obviously the deal ends up going down. Kobe has not learned his lesson. But that's just who Kobe is, you know? Present day, near Hachinosu, the pirate island. Wow! That hand just came out of the island. Yep, here comes Avalo Pizarro with a big-ass hand. Our cannon fire is ineffective. We didn't even make a scratch. It's no use, we can't stop it. So this is kind of like a beefed-up version of Pika's fruit, right? And then instead of just like a giant mountain, you literally become an entire island. So this is like a super beefed-up version of Pika's fruit, which will eventually definitely make for some awesome scenes of, like, let's say Luffy just destroys a whole hand, or Zoro chops the head off of Hachinosu or some shit like that, right? I wonder if it can move. That's what would be really interesting. Because we do see some, like, legs there, too. Huh. Prepare to abandon ship. Hurry. Get everyone above deck. We must protect the civilians. Yes, ma'am. What power? Okay, so given the fact that I kind of already know Garp's gonna lose, because I saw, like, something about it on Twitter, I'm guessing, based off of what we see in this chapter, Garp's gonna sacrifice himself here somehow to make sure everybody else survives. They can't all lose. That just can't happen. Garp's not just gonna go out with a massive... Like, Whitebeard, when he went out, he ensured, like, his sons and the Whitebeard Pirates were kind of safe in his own way. I feel like Garp... I don't think he dies here. That would still be pretty extreme. I feel like him losing here has to at least ensure the safety of the other people. Meanwhile, on Pirate Island, there's Garp. He's laying down. He's down bad. Hundreds of Marines and civilians will die if that hand gets the ship. Vice Admiral, what do we do? Okay, yeah, we see Helmeppo throwing down right there. Prince Gru, they're throwing down. People are freaking out. Garp's just chilling, laying on his back. Don't worry, you guys got this. What? Get ready, I'll give you an opening. Oh, man. Oh, this is the classic, like, hey, I leave the hand on the back. I leave it to you. Oh, man. He's about to do something so fucking crazy, but it's going to lead to his defeat. Captain Kobe, you're going to go for that island monster's hand, and you're going to smash it to bits. What? That's way too big for me. Rear Admiral Groose, your job is to protect the ship from falling. Protect the ship from any falling debris. Okay, so he's just giving out commands here. We're going to have to go to this music real quick. And make sure no one gets in their way. Helmeppo's just like the safeguard to make sure nobody gets in their way. Okay, though, but he's like the motivational coach, the mentor, saying, hey, listen, you will do this shit. Stop doubting yourself. I don't know if I never second guess yourself in the heat of the moment. Now go. Yes, sir. Okay, undying loyalty. They just go right ahead. Hey, Kobe. Hey, Kobe's group is on the move. Who cares? They're helpless without Garp. They may call him a hero, but he's basically nothing but a glorified raw cadet. All right, Kobe's got to show out, bro. He's been the future of the Marines, the hero of the Marines. All he's been doing is dragging. He's been dead weight so far. He's got to show out and prove something more besides just good observation hockey, all right? We've had it. We've seen enough. We've seen enough. This is actually hilarious because I was just talking about how this island is going to make for some, like, epic thing with, like, Luffy and Zoro. If Kobe's able to destroy that whole hand, that's actually pretty crazy. That's an island-sized hand right there. That's, like, Zoro against Pika type shit, right? Let's pluck them like scraps of seaweed. All right, Helmeppo's got to be up first, right? He's got to be coming through. Yeah, there he's freaking out in the background there. You packing any explosives to destroy that thing, Kobe? Afraid not. Okay, so no shortcuts. All right, no shortcuts, Kobe. Let's see what you got, boy. I'll just have to figure something out. Figure something out? That thing is big enough to crush a battleship in its palm. Exactly, bro. You ain't get away, Kobe. Yeah, they saw it. Okay, Helmeppo's running away, but now he's thinking back to Garp. Make sure no one gets in their way. All right, Helmeppo, let's see what you got. Just need a buy time. Okay, so it looks like he just straight up sacrifices himself. I would have liked to see a better performance from Helmeppo there, but okay. Salute to Helmeppo for putting his body in line. Yep, he gets sacrificed there. He's not dead, obviously, but he puts his body on the line. Helmeppo-san, don't look back, Kobe. Yeah, so Groose might be the weaker one, but clearly he's the more poised veteran, right? He's like, listen, don't look back. We got to carry out our orders. Garp-san, where exactly do you think you're going with a wound like that? Oh, he's wobbling. He's dripping blood. This is just a scratch. Oh my god, hold on, let me see. Oh, and here I was worrying. That just proves You're still, you call them soft? That just proves you're still soft. Now he's shook. Comes right at him. Garp the fist smashes him. Whoa, Kuzan-san. Yeah, everybody shook. Yeah? Oh my god, bro. What is he doing? Just jetting right up to the face. Garb's coming here? Wait, I can't get distracted. I still gotta crush that ship. Okay, so he gets distracted. Oh, Galaxy Divide. Yeah, no way. Yeah, that dome gets split up. Okay, so the hand doesn't have much force behind it now. Still a huge structure to divide, though. Pizarro-san! Whoa, is that really a punch? Ugh. That must be the opening he mentioned. This is it. He's made his move. What are you gonna do, Kobe? Live up to his expectations. Kobe. You old dog, you think that'll stop me, Garp? Okay, the Blackbeard probably showing out a little bit. Now you'll see what happens when you piss me meowth. Hey, Helmeppo. Kobe's been improved. Oh, what's going on here? Hey, Helmeppo. Kobe's been improving a lot recently. So why does he always look so beat up? His arms are constant. Oh, man. Hold on a minute. Has this man been punching them battleship punching bags? Look, it's Kobe. Does he seriously think he can stop that giant hand? Hold on a minute. Now, we haven't seen anything from Kobe near this level, bro. Yeah, the twerp's heroic reputation must have gone to his head. Beat up? Oh, you mean his hand and shoulders, right? Oh, man. He told me not to say anything, but... Oh, so this was way back. This was way back. Kobe's been, compared to everyone else here, have zero aptitude for combat. That means working 10 times harder won't cut it. I have to put in 200 times more. Okay, he's always been putting in the hard work. Respect. I've got to keep training, or I won't be able to protect anyone. If I can't do that, I'll never become a great Marine. Ouch, okay? So Garp, he's earned Garp's respect from way back here. You're telling me after my special training regime, he's sneaking off and to work out more? Yes, he never misses a day. Ouch. Give it a rest already, Kobe. Yep, he's just punching away. He spends the whole night hitting one of the battleship bags. Oh, snap. Okay, Kobe. Until his fists peel and bleed. There's Garp thinking back and smiling. Kobe the fist? Okay, Kobe, what you got for us? Yeah. Compared to my paw, you may as well be an ant. Oh, man, my man's on clocking that shit back. Don't get too close, Kobe-senpai. It's dangerous. Yeah, this won't take long. Let's enjoy the dying screams of your fellow Marines. Yeah, you guys got this. Even if they try to jump overboard, I'll Kijijo freeze them. We've got to go, full sail. Captain Kobe, we have to get as far as we can. There's no stopping now. Kobe? Kobe? Yeah? Okay, let's see. Here he goes. He's battle crying. I've got to break through. If I can't, they'll all die. And their blood will be on my hands. Oh, honesty impact? Okay, Kobe. Through the whole arm like that? Oh, man. All right, Kobe. He's stepping up. He's showing the levels here. Everybody shook. What? Meouch. Did he just defeat? But nah, he didn't defeat Pizarro. Garp obviously delivered a hit, but he's delivered some serious damage to a Blackbeard commander, a level 6 prisoner here, okay? Now, this is a real feat for Kobe. Kobe, I don't know if I fully forgive you for last chapter, but you've earned some respect here. Pizarro's obviously hurt. Kobe-kun. Tashiki's like, wait, what the fuck, guys? Oda, where's my development? Okay, I've been around since for so long too, okay? This man surpassed me. He's leapfrogged me. Kobe senpai, you're incredible. Captain Kobe, amazing. Wait, what about the debris? All right, Prince Groose. Time to show out, baby. Here we go. Kobe, that was unbelievable. Garp's laughing away, and that's Helmeppo crying, I think. Been hiding your true strength this whole time? Clay web, okay, Prince Groose, I see you. Looks like that took him out, though. Kobe just kind of like blew the whole load. Yeah, he just let all his energy go in that one attack. Impressive, though, still. Kobe, you did it. That was seriously amazing. Helmeppo-san, I really did it. That arm was big as a mountain, and you blew it away for smithereens. And then there's Prince Groose saving that, no problem there. Now we need Vice Admiral Garp to get here so we can leave. Yeah, no, I don't think this is going to be a happy ending like that. Thank you, Kobe. Woo, everybody's cheering. Kobe senpai. Oh, Hibari-san, I'm glad you're safe. Captain Kobe, thank you so much. This is Garp. The mission to rescue Kobe was a success. Copy that. Please make your way back here as soon as possible. All troops withdraw from Hachinosu immediately. What? I'll figure something out. In situations like this, the safety of you kids is always the top priority. You finally get it, right? Prince, we've got to turn around. Our success here, Prince is crying, but he's the veteran. He knows what has to be done. Our success here will prove to be a serious blow to pirates everywhere. So keep moving forward and never forget. Huh? Bro, what a panel. And never forget, you are all the future of the Marines. Oh my God, what a panel. Bro's just laying there, stabbed through the chest. Clank. He's laughing. Did Garp just die? He's laughing away. Oda's written a death scene here, okay, guys? This, to me, is a death scene. This panel right here is iconic. Of Garp laying like that and with an iconic send-off. And Garp smiling at a D-Clan member. I'll say this. To me, this is a death scene that is beautifully written. To me. So I'm going to take it like that for the moment. Let it sit in emotionally. But we've also seen this with Kinemon and Kiku and Pell and many times before. So I'm not sure if Garp's actually dead. His name isn't Parp. So, or Carp. So maybe he is dead. But this, man, that's an emotional ass scene. Oda's just written beautifully. I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel, because this is the problem when you don't have so many fake deaths that you don't trust a death. But if this is Garp's last scene, I want some F's in the chat, and I want some salutes in the chat for the hero of the Marines, Vice Admiral Garp. And that wraps up this portion. In the following day's paper, the legendary hero Vice Admiral Garp will be declared missing in action on Pirate Island after successful rescue of the young hero Captain Kobe. However, another story would also gain the world's attention. The Egghead incident, where Emperor Straw Hat Luffy will face a siege on the island of the future. This is heat! Break next week. Final saga Oda cooking. Got some F's in the chat for potentially Garp. But, yeah, I don't know. I'll say this. That is a great, great death scene. Can we agree on that? If he's dead, that's a great death scene. If he's not dead, takes away from this scene, personally. Man. Garp went out like this is some bullshit. No, I think it sticks with his morals. Sticks with his morals. There's some emotional impact there. You hit it with the flashback. You hit it with the connections, the relationships. And that panel right there is a shockingly brutal one. With Garp. You see Aokiji's reaction. Garp laughing. Potentially at his death as well. I think it's a good death scene. But right now he's missing in action. So I'm not sure how that's done. And even previously, some really good supposedly death scenes are like Kiku and Kinemon came back as a gag. So yeah, I'm not gonna believe he's dead. I'll say that was a beautiful scene. If he's actually dead. If not, it's like, okay, beautiful scene with way less stakes. If Galaxy impacted 3 more times, I'd be cool with it. Yeah, I mean, we didn't get the full out Garp because of what happened with Kobe. Maybe we didn't necessarily need the short-handed W from Aokiji and the Blackbeard Pirates. That would have been cool to see Garp give a little more because we haven't seen that much from him, but maybe we'll get a flashback eventually. To see, you know, what Prime Garp was really about and stuff like that. I'm not mad at it. Tiny Guy, thank you for Super Chat. Looks like Aokiji froze his tears. I was just looking at that. Potentially. It's hard to tell. But yeah, he's frozen all over the face here. So it's either like blood or sweat, tears. Could be all of it, you know? That's a really good point out. It said nothing on Whitebeard or Odin, so it's kind of disappointing. Yeah, definitely not Whitebeard levels. It happened kind of quick. Happened in an arc where like Garp wasn't even really involved in Egghead. So it felt like kind of off to the side and, you know, in his own thing where, you know, probably deserved a little more time to cook up, especially with this Kobe relationship. You know, could have gotten more development on the Kuzan relationship before we got to this point. I think if he does die, Oda twists the knife further. What if Aokiji puts him in an ice time capsule and then Blackbeard shatters it? That would be brutal. You know, the other part, like, what you think about Aokiji here, I still don't think he's killing Garp. He's either not killing Garp, which was why, you know, before we even saw this chapter, like even a couple chapters ago, I was saying if Aokiji defeats Garp, he would probably try to save him in some way. So either he's still done that some way here to preserve him, or he's like deep undercover. Because I just don't believe that whole shtick of him just getting lost, becoming a lost soul, and being like, yeah, man, I'm actually just like doing my own thing now with the Blackbeard Pirates. I just don't believe that. Oda's done a good job of like trying to convince the audience otherwise, though. I will say it seems a lot more convincing based off of the interactions we've seen with him and Garp and the Blackbeard Pirates as well. But I don't think so. Saul survives, so will Garp. Yeah, I'm not gonna believe he's dead because it's One Piece. Nobody fucking dies in present time. So like, so I'm not gonna believe that. Until we actually get a confirmation, which is, again, to this day, one of the One Piece's biggest weaknesses, because Oda fucks around with stakes, and you fuck around too much, you find out. The audience stops believing you. How the hell did San Juan Wolf get out of the sea? For real. I mean, like, all of them are gathered here in the end. Like, obviously some time has passed, I guess. Kuzan confirmed villain? I don't believe so. No, I don't believe so. Like, still, you got to think back to that smoker conversation he had a while back. Just doesn't make sense for him to be a villain. He's also too strong to be in like a Straw Hat 1v1 fight. Perona didn't recover Moria. True. That's another element. A little, I don't know what else that could potentially even lead to there. They might have still escaped. But what is that? Like, what is Moria's even role in all of this? Is kind of hard to say. Garb and Mile had way less impactful way. Oh yeah, of course. Whitebeard had an entire arc built up, right? Garb had like 3-4 chapters here at most, right? So I'm not comparing it to Whitebeard at all. I still think like as a death scene, it was pretty good if he's actually dead. Maybe I mean like I get the sentiment that like Garb is such a major character for him to be killed, not as impactful as Whitebeard. Feels like shorthanding him for such a major character that he is. I don't think Garb death motivates Luffy enough. If it happens off screen away from the Straw Hats. Luffy doesn't really need extra motivation here though, right? Because he already has the beef against Blackbeard. It's a little extra kick, but it doesn't like he doesn't really need any extra. Ace with a 20. Thank you so much, man. I can see it going 50-50 here. Garp is way too important of a character to have him die just yet. We need to see him and Dragon interact at some point. Plus, he and Luffy need to reconcile what happened in Marineford. I don't necessarily think either of those things have to happen, to be honest. The Dragon stuff could easily come in a flashback. And the reconciliation, like, I think they understand each other. You know, they're at the end of the day, they're at odds. They're family, but they don't really need to make up. At the end of the day, they're going to be enemies because one of them is a pirate, the other one's a marine. It's kind of this mutual understanding that they have. So I don't think either of those scenes need to happen. And we could still kind of get some version of that through thoughts, bubbles, and flashbacks and stuff like that and information. When Luffy finds out about this news, he could talk about his grandpa more, think back to his grandpa and like, you know, talk about his relationship with his grandpa somehow to kind of put a bow on that if you really want. Dragon and Garb, we could get it so easily in a flashback, you know? So easily. Maybe they snuck to Garb's ship, Perona and Moria. That's a potential possibility, but like Perona also got there somehow, right? So I'm assuming she has her own ship. I'm sure there's like ships at the dock too, so I don't necessarily need to sneak on there. I don't really see the angle with them joining the Marines. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure what Moria and Perona's role here is, because they don't really have much connection left. Oda continues Death Strike. Why stop at Garp? I don't know. Like, because Oda stops often, you know? Why stop at Kiku and Kinemon? Fake out deaths like this is one of the... Yeah, it's by far one of the biggest flaws in One Piece. I did read the chapter already. Thank you. Hell yeah. I'm living good. The delivery just came in from the girl. Thank you. Did Kobe save W Tina? Yes, some W's for Tina in the chat. A little side of munchkins. She dropped her own W. That's mad funny. I'm team made. Don't do her like that, bro. That's called being a loving girlfriend right there. I'm team made. That's mad funny though. I am blessed. I am blessed. Thoughts on Blackbeard's crew? Are they frauds or valid? I think they've proven their worth. Shiryu, in particular, you know, Tank. You know, they've shown they're strong. Right? They've shown they're strong. I think the biggest winner from this whole interaction, though, is Kobe. Wouldn't you agree? I think most of us already knew Garb was valid. Like power scaling wise, who do we think walked away with the most respect? Is it Garp or is it Kobe? I would say those are my two. I would say those are my top two. But Garp I already knew was valid. I didn't think he would still be this strong at his age, retired. So he gets a little more respect for his current version, but it's Kobe. Kobe's never shown anything close to this level, right? So I think it's clearly Kobe that walks away with the most respect. Blackbeard's crew, I think they showed they're about it. You know, they don't do nothing crazy here, but they showed that they're about it. Kobe's it's a huge feat. I don't know if I could place him like in the top 30s off of 1 feet, quite like that. But I will say it's a huge feat for him. Like he could enter the conversation. Before this, nobody was having Kobe conversations in terms of strength. All right, nobody really cared about him. But now we can actually have some conversations about Kobe. I'm sure somebody will start to gas him up way too much as well, right? We can actually have some Kobe conversations. And why? I think current Garp, I don't think anybody thought he was as strong as an Admiral still. And I walk away from this interaction thinking he's Admiral level. He was Admiral level before he got gypped. Old Garp was still Admiral level. Again, why don't I upload theory videos anymore? Because I don't have any theories or anything right now, to be honest with you. Yeah, if I have any good video ideas, I'll post them. I promise you. I'm trying. But right now, I'm going through one of those lulls, man. Going through one of them lulls. Shorts too, yeah. But like the shorts to me just feel a little empty. I did a couple. And those were fun for me. But like, I feel like a lot of my shorts were like catered towards anime onlys. And that's kind of like it's like splitting my audience in a way. Because at the end of the day, I'm a manga guy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of just figuring it out right now. I know it's been like 3-4 months since I posted a video. Long time. Thank you for being patient. But hey, I promise you when I post a video, it's going to be a good one. That I can promise you. In the meantime, though, we'll be out here with the live streams and other people's channels talking about One Piece. Good job, bro. Admitting Kobe is top 2. I was at the Reverie. I was at the Reverie for a good like 3-4 hours. Chapter reviews are still valid. True. I'm not necessarily sure. Like, chapter reviews to me are just kind of low value in an extent. For me personally, I'm sure a lot of other people do chapter reviews and they're able to create, like Tekken does like an hour review. You know, other people do super highly edited chapter reviews. Some people are able to capture the hype and upload them super early for that audience. I don't really have a space in a chapter review category personally, I think. Because everything I want to say, I kind of say in these live streams. If there's any additional thought that I have that can't quite turn into a video in itself, then I don't really think it's worth a review where I'm offering like half the videos just like thoughts I've already repeated in a live stream, or just like kind of just like simple thoughts. Because my chapter reviews are never gonna be like, hey, we're gonna go deep dive and break down all of this stuff. Like, people already do that. You don't need that from me, you know? Love the vids, but live streams as fun. I'm glad you enjoy both, man. Like, video, I still got a passion for video, believe me. It's just like trying to figure out the right ideas and right format I want to pursue. Now for Jay, Grand Line Teching these days, it'd be reading OP scans. Like, he's always out early. I know Braga's always out early with the chapter reviews as well. Who's stronger, Kid or... listen, we can't disrespect Kid like that, alright? I think Kid could also destroy that hand. Alright? It's 1 feet. Kobe's entering discussions, but I need a lot more. I'm gonna need a lot more. Okay? Can't say he's there. Do I think current Garp beats Blackbeard? No. I'm a Blackbeard respecter. Okay, I'm a Blackbeard respecter. I think he's gonna be the GOAT at one point in the current timeline. Maybe he's not there yet, but he's at least got to be close. Okay, Blackbeard is a Yonko. I will not allow any slander or disrespect on his name. So I don't think Blackbeard is there because I don't think Garp is there because I think Garp is about Admiral level and Yonko level is a clear level above that, which I think Luffy will prove soon in this next great incident, which I'm super excited about. The Egghead incident, Straw Hat Luffy taking on a siege. Ooh, we're gonna be coming back to some heat. But I think it's gonna be another break right after we come back too. Did we only get 2 chapters after this month-long break, right? That's pretty crazy. Usually it's at least 3. Oda breaks usually don't come this quick. But I guess he wanted to wrap this up in 2 chapters and then kind of just give us a break and then build up the next one. But unfortunately, it's going to be a One Piece chapter, then a jump break. So it's going to be month-long break, 2 chapters, 1 break, 1 chapter break, and then again, and then we're off again. A 5-week break, and then we got another one. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm not mad at it, though. Honestly, it goes by pretty quick. If you think about it, Zoro could cut Pika. Do you think Kobe feet is like that? Like Dressrosa Zoro? But the thing is, Dressrosa Zoro did it without sweating. You gotta think about it for a second, alright? Dressrosa Zoro did that without sweating. I think what Kobe destroys here is even bigger than kind of what Zoro did in Pika. But he, as I said earlier, he let it all go. He let it all go. Okay, he's knocked out after this. Okay, so for him, so us to saying like he's near kid or anything like that, that's just disrespectful, right? He showed he's got that power within him. He's still clearly a level below these other guys. Clearly. Like, I think Sanji destroys him. I think any Yonko, like other first Yonko, I don't like Kobe against Jack. I think Jack wins still. Is it competitive though? Probably kind of competitive. Whereas before this chapter, I would say Kobe gets absolutely wiped. Kobe versus Frankie? Ooh. Now that's a sleeper. That's kind of a sleeper because Frankie is like sneaky strong, bro. He does this Sasaki without really breaking much of a sweat. Alright, Frankie packs some power. But like Frankie hasn't quite had a feat of this much power. But he also hasn't like just like unleashed his full gas of cola though. You know what I'm saying? He's one shot a number. He's, you know, defeated a Toby Ropo member pretty easily. Kobe Loki Kinemon level. That's it's kind of hard. Like these, that's where it gets kind of silly, right? Like we just start comparing these people that have like no connection to each other. Oh, it's funny though. Kinemon level. Jack Sparrow packing those W's. You want a dirty Frankie like that? Kobe One Punch Man his robot to pieces. But that's like becomes a style fight. Can Kobe eat a full powered beam though? What is that? Gaon cannon? What is that cannon even called? I forgot, but you know, you can said both ways. You can have it both ways. I think Kobe might win. That's closer than you think. Rocky Port, the thing is, we have no clue what happened at Rocky Port. Soru dodges easily. He does have that in his bag. That's a good point. Observation Hockey Elite as well. That's the thing with the Straw Hats, though. You know what I'm saying? They're so unique in their own case. They don't have these other things at their arsenal, like hockey. Who needs Yonko or Admiral level? Yeah, I'm gonna start using those, bro. Kinemon level. We got just start, yeah, we're like Kinemon level, Rockstar level. Who's another random guy we could like throw in there? I think he's like Senor Pink level. Like Logpunk Hazard, Dressrosa Zoro, Pre-Wano Luffy. No, it's not Dressrosa Zoro. Dressrosa Zoro didn't break a sweat cutting Pika. Okay? Don't only look at the impact, look at the aftermath. Kobe is exhausted. He didn't even think he could do this. Okay? Let's not go too crazy here, okay? Pre-Wano Luffy? Are we crazy? The one that has Future Sight that defeated Katakuri and Doflamingo? All right, we're getting out of hand here, guys. We're getting out of hand here. Lawpunk Hazard? I think another one, more interesting one, is maybe like Smoker. Because Lawpunk Hazard was bodying Virgo, who was bodying Smoker. Kobe v Smoker. Bartolomeo level? Does Kobe beat Smoker? That's an interesting one, I think. Broke. Smoker's stocks in the dirt, bro. Luffy Wayne one-shotting Kobe? I don't know about that, bro. That's a Yonko. All right, let's not get carried away either. We don't know about Kobe's... we don't know about Kobe's chin. Does he got a chin like that? Kobe might be Smoker level. Kobe smokes Smoker? Bro, Smoker stocks are in the mud, bro. Smoker stocks are in the mud. I want to run a poll on Twitter as well, because that's an interesting one. Smoker's lurking legend level. Choker. Smoker is the kid. No, that's Tashigi. Nah, Tashigi said being kid is too far. It might be Smoker, you know. Smoker might be Yusa's kid of the Marines. Always talking that talk, chasing Luffy, and just keeps getting left behind. That's actually a great comparison. Smoker is the kid of the Marines, bro. Smoker couldn't destroy the hand. True. Getting butt hockeyed by Dofi. Chooch. The Smoker disrespect is going crazy, bro. That's... He's tomorrow black. Kobe or Batman. Green Ball as an Admiral compared to other Admirals? I mean, I have no reason to put him like below the other guys just because he has a personality that allows him to back down, you know? Smoker getting bullied. For real, man. It's crazy. I thought it was an interesting one. Y'all fucking lit Smoker up, man. Name a Smoker W. It's It's been rough for my boy. It's been rough for my boy. I'm not gonna lie. I still like Smoker though. I still fuck with Smoker. Any chance of Grand Fleet? No, I don't think so. The incident's happening like right now. They're not gonna make it in time. It's like Luffy's got to prove his worth here. I think Luffy's got to prove his worth by himself, and I think he will. And I'm hype. I'm gassed. I really think Luffy's gonna come out of here with a huge fucking W. Like, we just got so much heat from this like little side story of Egghead. Now we're going back to Egghead with everything, the climax building. I'm excited, man. Egghead. I know it's too early to judge, and I always say this all the time. Like, you can't really judge an arc before it ends. But Egghead, the way it's gone so far, is it the best post-time skip arc for you guys? I think so far it's the best post-time skip arc. And I think it will be by the time it finishes, unless there's a massive fumbling of some sort. But I don't think there's much potential for that with how short it seems it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be like a 100 chapter arc, you know? Like Wano, or like Wano was way over 100 even. Zoe is my favorite. Zoe is my favorite because Egghead hasn't ended. But at the very least, you can see the potential for Egghead being better, right? Whole Cake's still my fave? Interesting. Okay. What's a Wano? We haven't even peaked. Yeah, I mean, like, we still got a whole war. Like, how this war plays out, obviously, is gonna be make or break to an extent. Not make or break, but like, you know, it's gonna impact it a lot. But hype for 4 months without the Straw Hats. Don't get me wrong, the chapters. Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I know a lot of people love this stuff without the Straw Hats, and I loved it as well. The lore, getting to see Garp and Shanks, it's been great. But I love this. This is the Straw Hats, man. Like, those are the main cast that's got me into the story. I'm excited to get back to the Straw Hats. Outside stuff has been happening, was more interesting. I mean, we got a Bonnie's flashback. That's going to be good, I think. The Bonnie Kuma stuff. And this war, like, we're going into just big incidents and big incidents and big incidents. Things are going crazy, man. The Drums of Liberation. Ooh. Gear 5's about to happen in the anime I saw. I might peep that. Definitely have to peep that. Elbaf will be one of the better. Like, that, it's hard to say that, bro. You can't say that without seeing anything about Elbaf yet. Elbaf's gonna happen. Usopp's gonna have a bigger role, but we don't even know what it's about yet, you know? I think Vivi's gonna be involved. I think, obviously, Saul's gonna be involved. Yusa's kid probably, too. Maybe Shanks. It's a lot of potential, but, like, we haven't seen a single chapter of Elbaf to say it's gonna... Like, you can say the same thing, like, oh, Final War is gonna be the best. You know, Laugh Tale is gonna be the best. What happened in this chapter? I missed it. Go read it, man. Go read it. Whole Cake better than Egghead, better than Dressrosa, better than Wano, better than Zoe. Ooh, no, I don't agree with that. Personally, I would go post-time skip, all right? Drop your post-time skip rankings off the dome. I would go Egghead's incomplete, but it has potential to be the best. So technically incomplete, but I think it could be the top. After that would be Zoe. After Zoe, for me, would be Dressrosa. I actually like Dressrosa a good amount because of the Grand Fleet and the Straw Hats. And yeah, I like Dressrosa more than Whole Cake. Yeah, I would go potentially Egghead, Zoe, Dressrosa. After that might be Wano. Yeah, I think Wano is after that. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss one. Yeah, Wano, then Whole Cake, then it becomes like Fishman Island, Punk Hazard, and that's it. Whole Cake, listen, I'm biased against Whole Cake. It was the first arc I read week to week. The pacing killed me. I have not reread Whole Cake since. I love Katakuri. Katakuri is great. But yeah, no, it's on the lower end for me. Punk Hazard over Fishman Island, maybe. But then, like, that was like, you gotta remember, I'm like very Straw Hat centric. So the fact that we got to see the Straw Hats just for the first time after, you know, throwing down, even if they were shitty villains, I feel like that holds a special place for me. And then G may be in there as well. So I think that's why Fishman Island is over Punk Hazard for me. Even though Punk Hazard was, it's better than like, you know, it's given credit for, I think. Yeah, Punk Hazard, Fishman Island are clearly the weakest two, though, I think. I know Whole Cake is like some people's favorite arcs in the story, let alone post time skip. So sorry, I disagree, but you know, it's just me personally. Return to Saboti, I guess technically, I think I would put it above. It's such a short arc. I would still probably put it above Punk Hat. I'd probably still put it above Punk Hazard and Fishman Island, because the moments were just epic. I didn't really love the fake Straw Hats, but like, you know, it's one of those ones that it's just memorable, you know, just memorable. Let me see some of these rankings you guys have though. All right, so Mugiwara got Whole Cake, Egghead, Zoe, Dressrosa, Wano, Punk, Fishman. Who else? Egghead, Wano, Zoe, Dressrosa, Whole Cake, Fishman. You even put Punk Hazard in there. That's mad funny. Zoe, Wano, Dressrosa, Return to Saboti, Whole Cake, Fishman, Punk Hat. Yeah, you're like right there with me, man. Return to Saboti is elite. I think it was a little slow in the beginning. Like, I didn't really care about the Caribou stuff. Chopper being a dumbass, I didn't really care about. The fake Straw Hats, I didn't really care about. And then, but once it actually built up and we got the Straw Hats all together, that was hype. That was great. That was very enjoyable. Right? It's still one of the scenes I rewatched the most is Luffy when he comes back with the gear second and third mastered. He's got Haki. He just decks the pacifistas, followed by Zoro and Sanji decking the pacifistas. It's still one of the scenes I rewatched the most. Oh, Reverie. Reverie obviously is up there. Reverie would technically the Reverie would be number one, I would say, but it's such a short little one. You kind of just include it into Wano. Wedding Cake, nah, man. Wedding Cake killed me. I think that's what killed me. I remember reading week to week for the first time, like ever, with any manga, I think. And then like Big Mom's just shouting Wedding Cake over and over again, and it's just like taking so long. At one point, even Luffy versus Katakuri felt long. If you were reading week to week back then. Zoe better than one. It's just storytelling, right? I mean, like a lot of people, like I don't think it's like the majority. I would still think if you did a poll on One Piece fans, I would say majority would still have Wano over Zoe. Some people think Wano's the best arc in the story, you know, because the hype, the substance that you got from it is just that good, right? But Zoe, I think, for people that appreciates a more complete story, no lows, just like from beginning to end gas with some peaks in there, it's just a really, really good arc. Add in Raizo is here for the peak moment. Some good fights in there with Jack, Zunisha, a little bit of lore. And then from beginning to end, it's just not slow or dull or like boring. And there's no bullshit at all, you know? Wano, it's like Act 1, perfect. Beginning to end, perfect. Act 2 becomes a bit of a mess. Some good moments in there. Some bad moments in there with Big Mom. Act 3, Odin flashback. Some people don't like it. I personally loved it. Start of Onigashima, pretty good. Roof Piece, absolute peak fiction. All right, and then it gets a bit messy. Then you get some fake deaths. And then it wraps up, and then you get the Gear 5. It's like, oh my god, peak fiction. And then it kind of happens a little dragged on, but also kind of rushed, but also quick. And then the final few chapters of Wano is where it goes to shit for me, where it gets docked a lot of points. People love Wano because of fan service, and you gotta admit it has like 4 or 5 of the like some of the best, like fucking 957, where we get the bounties of the Yonko is crazy. Gear 5 is crazy. You know, we get some of the peakest moments. But like it depends on just how you enjoy it. No Act 1 or 2 or 3 beats Zoe. Yeah, because Zoe is a complete story from beginning to end. That's good. Act 1 by itself is a good beginning to end act, but like it's leading to something. So there's no conclusion or like peak moment. Only Act 1 was good. I would say the other ones were still... Act 2 was a bit of a mess. Act 3 had parts of peak and parts of bad. And parts of... good parts. It had everything. Act 3 was a fucking 100 chapters. Act 3 was literally the length of Dressrosa. Raizo is here is one of the biggest shocks, because like a lot of other stuff you could see it coming to a degree. I think Raizo is here is like one of the whoa. It's like, fuck. I didn't see that coming at all. Like, I didn't see it coming at all. Maybe because I wasn't theorizing or in the community deep back then, but that shit did it for me, bro. Sorry I didn't do it for you. That shit did it for me. Wano and Onigashima felt like 2 different arcs. Yeah, kinda. 1 billion bounty Jack, yeah, the Minx, it was a lot of good stuff. Zoe, Return to Sabaody, Egghead, Punk Hazard, Fishman Island, Whole Cake Wano, Dressrosa. Damn! Whole Cake Wano, Dressrosa that low? That's pretty crazy. I guess the long arcs just don't do it for you, bro. Yeah, Poneglyph, yeah, there's a lot of lore in there too. Just a lot of good stuff in general, you know? Separating Onigashima and Wano makes sense. You could separate Odin flashback into itself, I guess, too. Like, there's a lot. Reverie, you could said, like, that's how long Wano was, you know? Like, Roof Piece by itself is one of my favorite segments. Reverie by itself is one of my favorite segments in the story. Those were the most memorable moments, I think, from an Onigashima portion. Act 1, I think, was great. The Odin flashback, I really enjoyed. I do think we got cheated out the ending a little bit. I don't love how fast that happened. Probably could have used a little more development for the scabbards. But it's really the end of Wano, the end of Act 3, and the mess of Act 2. That's the big problems for me. I had 2 kids during Wano. That's crazy, bro. Wano was like 4 years? Was it like more? Probably more. It was like, when I started my YouTube channel, it was at the start of Onigashima. And like by the time, it was like 3 years. Onigashima by itself was like 3 years. I feel like. Wano's 5? Yeah, that makes more sense. Whole King and Wano interchangeable for me, but Dressrosa is at the bottom. Dressrosa I personally just enjoyed because of the Grand Fleet. The pacing still sucks. I also like Doflamingo a lot. Doflamingo I think I like as a villain more than Katakuri. The Grand Fleet, just as an extra cast, was more fun. I also didn't mind the Kiros flashback with his family. I thought that was kind of enjoyable. The Gladiator stuff was fun for a little bit. We got a little bit of lore action in there. Pacing was ass, even in the manga. Okay, even in the manga. Let's be real. Yes, the anime was atrocious, but even the manga, climbing up that hill, like in the beginning, the pacing was kind of bad. But Rebecca, don't love Rebecca. Kind of mid as a character. Okay. But in the end, I still think there's enough there that I was super enjoyable for me. Whole Cake, maybe if I reread Whole Cake, I'll like it better. But honestly, I attempted to reread it first. The Seducing Woods portion of Whole Cake in itself is an absolute slog. The Seducing Woods in itself is an absolute slog. And then once you get to the latter half, it becomes a slog again, you know? The Sanji stuff is great. The Katakuri stuff is great. But besides that, there's a lot of just like, ooh, it's a lot of trudging for me. Law Flash, yeah, that's another one. The Law Corazon, that's what, yeah, takes it over the top, you know? Takes it over the top. It's fire panels. If you guys reread, go back, reread pre-time skip One Piece. The art and how clean it is so noticeable. I think that's one part of manga-wise that's underappreciated with pre-time skip One Piece is how clean the panels are. It is just like so, it's not jumbled at all. The fights, you just feel, it just feels so much more clean. You see the impact more. These days, there's just so much more happening. It's just so stuffed. We still get great panels. We still get, it's not bad by any means. But I like the pre-time skip art so much better, personally. Yeah, running up that hill, that was a drag. Senor Pink, another one, Baby 5. There's a lot of good stuff in there, man. Most of the new characters suck. I disagree. I like the Grand Fleet. I dig a lot of the Doflamingo pirates. Sabo was cool. Law was great. Fujitoro is cool. Burgess played a fun little role in there to kind of give us a little more information. Even like Koala and Hack kind of just did their thing in the arc, you know? Like I don't really mind any of the side characters. The only character I think was like pretty mid for the role she played was Rebecca. Bellamy, Randy's gonna hate me for this, but Bellamy I think is mid. I don't really care about Bellamy. Take care of Wine Punch. I might wrap things up soon here. I'm trying to scarf out on this sandwich soon, so I'm gonna take the next few chat messages and then probably wrap things up. Dressrosa was like 50% flashback. They were good flashbacks though. The flashbacks are good. The only time I believe Bellamy was that's what I loved. Him getting absolutely destroyed was heat for me. I know there's a narrative with his character. I just didn't care. Personally, I didn't care. I'm not eating it. I'm trying not to yam on you while I'm streaming. Plus, I kind of intermittent fast right now. I do usually it's 1 to 7 that I eat. So we're getting close to that window now. I don't usually get hungry in the mornings, to be honest. So intermittent fasting is pretty easy for me. Boys got to slim up a little bit. I ain't packing on the pounds a little bit now these days. Hey, to each his own, Garb's Fist of Love. To each his own. Bartolomeo, and I enjoyed Bartolomeo, it's to each his own. Some people don't like Bartolomeo. Some people probably think he's annoying. Some people probably thought Senor Pink was annoying, everybody's gonna have different opinions. Fuji, Dofi, and Law. I like the Grand Fleet. I liked a lot of things with Dressrosa. Bar got that fanboy drip. That was funny to me. All right, caught up to chat there. That's gonna do it for this stream. Hell of a chapter. We're gonna be on break next week. I think I'll probably stream something. We might do a Straw Hat Fights tier list or some shit like that. Something fun like that. But I have to find the time for it. Now that I think about it, I'm gonna be away next weekend. So I'll see if there's maybe somewhere during the weekday we'll do it. But yeah, fun stream as always, guys. Take care, everybody. Have a good night, good day, good evening, wherever you are. Catch y'all next time. Peace.